Most gardeners spend money on fertilizers when the real problem is sitting right under their feet. I've seen gardeners add nutrient after nutrient to struggling beds, only to get the same disappointing harvests. The surprising truth is that one inexpensive ingredient often delivers a bigger improvement than an entire shelf full of fertilizers. The mistake is assuming plants only need nutrients. They don't. Plants need a healthy soil environment where roots can actually access those nutrients. When moisture levels, pH, and soil biology are out of balance, growth slows down, leaves yellow, and yields suffer no matter how much fertilizer you add. One tool that has helped me catch these hidden problems countless times is a 4-in-1 soil moisture meter that measures moisture, pH, soil temperature, and sunlight intensity. I've used it in raised beds, containers, and even around fruit trees. It often reveals problems that aren't visible from the surface. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. What it helped me discover about this cheap ingredient completely changed how I manage soil. The ingredient wasn't fertilizer at all, the ingredient is compost. Not fancy compost. Not expensive compost. Just well-finished compost rich in organic matter and microbial life. I know that sounds simple, but many gardeners underestimate what compost actually does. They think of it as a weak fertilizer. That's not how I view it. Compost improves soil structure, water retention, microbial activity, aeration, and nutrient availability all at the same time. Very few garden products can influence so many factors at once. In one raised bed that had become compacted after several growing seasons, I applied about 1 inch of compost across the surface and lightly watered it in. Within days, moisture levels became more consistent. Within weeks, plant growth noticeably improved. But here's the part most people miss. The real transformation happens underground. When compost enters the soil, it begins feeding the organisms responsible for nutrient cycling. Bacteria start breaking down organic matter. Fungi begin forming networks that help roots access nutrients and water. Earthworms move organic material deeper into the soil profile. The result is a soil ecosystem that works harder for the plants. Most gardening advice focuses on feeding plants directly. Experienced gardeners know the real goal is feeding the soil ecosystem first. If you stick around, I'll explain why too much fertilizer can actually reduce some of these benefits. This is where many gardeners accidentally slow growth. One of the biggest mistakes I see is applying compost and then watering incorrectly. A light sprinkle every day sounds helpful, but it often creates shallow root systems and inconsistent moisture levels. Instead, I prefer deep watering after applying compost. In most vegetable beds, I want moisture reaching at least 6 inches below the surface. The difference becomes obvious during hot weather. Deep-rooted plants remain productive while shallow-rooted plants begin struggling. This is where the soil meter becomes incredibly useful because guessing often leads to overwatering or underwatering. The soil almost always tells a different story than the surface. Containers respond even faster. I've noticed some of the most dramatic compost results in container gardens. Container soil loses structure faster than traditional garden beds because watering is more frequent and nutrients wash out more easily. Adding compost at roughly 15 to 20% of the container volume often improves water retention and root development almost immediately. Tomatoes, peppers, herbs, and leafy greens all seem to benefit from this approach. And unlike many fertilizers, compost continues improving soil long after application. Hydroponic growers can learn from this too. Even though hydroponics doesn't use soil, the same principle applies. Healthy plant growth depends on creating the right root environment. In hydroponic systems, that means oxygen, nutrient balance, temperature, and water quality. In soil gardens, compost helps create many of those ideal root conditions naturally. That's why some gardeners see explosive growth after adding compost while others see very little change. The difference isn't the compost itself. It's whether the overall root environment is supportive. The fertilizer myth that needs correcting: many people believe more fertilizer automatically means faster growth. In my experience, that's often false. Over-fertilized plants can become weak, overly leafy, and more vulnerable to pests and diseases. Excess nutrients can also interfere with beneficial microbial relationships in the soil. Compost works differently. It builds long-term soil health while slowly releasing nutrients in a form plants can use more efficiently. That's why I often recommend improving soil biology before increasing fertilizer rates. The long-term results are usually better. Here's what transformed the garden overnight. The compost didn't magically make plants grow overnight. What changed overnight was the soil environment. Moisture retention improved. Microbial activity increased. Root conditions became more favorable. The soil started functioning the way healthy soil is supposed to function. Once that happened, the plants responded naturally. That's the lesson many gardeners overlook. The fastest path to better harvests isn't always adding more nutrients. Sometimes it's creating better conditions for the nutrients already present. If you found this helpful, subscribe to FarmLogic for more practical gardening knowledge based on real-world testing in backyard gardens, raised beds, containers, and hydroponic systems. And share this video with another gardener who keeps chasing fertilizer solutions when the real answer might be improving the soil itself. The more you understand soil biology, root systems, and how plants actually access nutrients, the easier it becomes to grow healthier, more productive gardens year after year.